Hey, what is up guys, GuitarRock here, welcome back to another counter-side video. Alright, just a quick shout out, if you guys are not aware, tomorrow will be the day where every single player out there, if you've been tuning in, logging into the game every single day, you will be able to obtain this free Awaken selector. So I've done a video on which I think is the best one to pick in terms of comparison between Awaken Hilda and Awaken Yumina on my second channel. So if you guys are not aware, I have been posting a bunch of counter-side contents right there. I'll try to link it in the description below. You guys will be able to see it there and also pin it in the comment section as well. So if you guys are interested to see which would be the better pick, this mostly apply to C server. So let's talk about the update today. Coming tomorrow in C server. What are we having? Now, first things first, compensation is always 300 quartz, 1k Ethereum. Let's see, what do we have? Jehuti Biotech Elimination operation starts, defeat the enemies in elimination. Operation to get elimination points, and you will be getting the reward depending on how much points you get. This is pretty cool. If you guys are not aware, I think all of you guys are aware that there is this special requirement right here that a lot of people can't get yet. The Elimination Ops event stage. So that will be unlocked tomorrow. So make sure to tune in. I might do a guide on that depending on how tough it is. But so far as I know, most of the event contents aren't that difficult because they cater to new players, right? Now alongside with that, we're also getting new challenge unlock. Let's go ARS. Okay, that's for challenge specifically. Attendance for Give Happiness will be getting bonuses for Give Happiness project mission unlock. New ship Ahab. Now this is pretty cool. As you can see, we don't get any new characters, anything whatsoever, but we have new ship this week. Now Ahab is something that I really want to talk about because I think this is a very good PvP ship moving forward, but we'll talk about that shortly. Activity pledge unlock, get quartz and SSR furniture here. So if you guys are interested to buy the package, added ship launch special package, classified recruitment 5+1 special package, and a bunch of other packages, right? And new raid season starts from May 25th to June 22nd, encourages season starts. Okay, so as you can see, we're gonna have new PvP season, new danger, the danger close ends and stuff, and new raid season. So I don't know if you guys are aware of this. The new raid season basically means inhibitor raids is gonna make a comeback. So make sure you guys clear. I'm not sure how close are you guys to clearing this, but make sure you guys reach the 40,000 mark. Get as many of these things as you can, because this is like very important, very crucial for you to be able to gear all your characters moving forward. Like this is the best place to get gears right now. So make sure you guys participate as much as you can in the raids. Even like as you can see, as someone that has already completed it, I'm still doing some raids occasionally. But make sure you guys check your info as well. Do not, you do not like spend too much of your infos to the point that you don't have enough to do anything else. Now let's talk about the new ship. Alright, something that I really want to talk about is this ship Ahab. So what is an Ahab? So SSR Ahab. As far as I know, there are no requirements in terms of building this ship. Everyone will be able to craft it. This is going to be a very good ship for PvP, but in PvE, it's not much of a usage. So let's talk about why. Now you can see this is an auxiliary ship. Alright, so what's the passive skill that this ship has? Increases hit and attack speed for rangers and snipers. Alright, specifically, if you like to use a bunch of rangers, if you like to use a bunch of snipers, this is going to be for you. Alright, so max upgrade bonus, obviously, hit plus 30% and attack speed plus 10%. So this is going to be very good for a couple of reasons. Number one, most rangers and snipers, especially if they're trying to fight evasion, tank, getting more hit is going to be really valuable. And the attack speed is also key, right? Especially for soldier team, I think this can be a good ship as well if you're trying to boost your soldiers even further. Because like something like admin rifleman and a bunch of other soldiers, they definitely benefit a lot from attack speed. Let's talk about the special skill. Now fires a cooler, inflicting AoE damage on ground enemies. Now keep in mind, on ground enemies. So if enemy has like a Awaken Horizon, Awaken LSY, a bunch of air units, this will not affect them still. So this is very cool. It basically lasts for 6 seconds, inflicting DOT, and apparently it's going to affect their skill cooldown and increase it by up to 3 seconds if you max out the skill, which is really cool. You get to mess up enemies' opponent's skill haste, but again, I don't like it that much because it only affects the ground targets. I just wish it would affect everyone. But as you can see, increasing skill haste is going to be something that's very detrimental in PvP. You guys know, like you can see the purple bar when you're about to cast your spell. If somebody managed to reduce it or increase it by 3 seconds and then they die, they will not be able to cast their awakening skill or ultimate skill or special skill, right? But again, it's not going to be used in PvE because you don't really see much monsters or much COs in PvE that are going to cast a bunch of skills, right? But the ultimate skill is pretty cool. Activates a special turbine that shoots compressed air, forcefully knocking enemies in front of it backward with AoE damage. Now, this is really cool. It does two things. It pushes enemies away, and the enemies lose 80% of speed for 10 seconds, which is insane. Alright, I'm going to show you guys a video later. Cast a non-cancelable barrier around the ship by 20% of max HP. Now, this is pretty cool because it gives your HP a 20% max HP barrier that cannot be removed. So that is really cool. And also it increases every single ally's attack speed by 10% for this barrier's duration. As long as the barrier is there, you know, the barrier might last there permanently. If enemy do not reach near to your ship to remove it, you're gonna get this permanent buff for throughout the battle. Think about it, this is crazy. And also this buff affects everyone, whereas the passive skill only affects rangers and snipers, right? So suddenly you have a double buff after you cast. Imagine like after you cast your ultimate skill, you sort of have like two separate passive skill in a way. As long as you have barrier, you will always have this attack speed plus 10%, which is cool, and you're gonna get 20% for your rangers and snipers, which is a lot. So I feel like if this ship can survive the first wave of enemies and can basically cast the ultimate spell, ultimate skill, right, the ship is going to be able to, you know, sustain so much more. So let's show you guys how the ship performs. This is from a YouTube video that I found for how Ahab performs in battle. As you can see, that is the special skill. Alright, so this is the special skill. So like all it does is increase the skill haste by 3 seconds. Obviously in PvE, like I said, it's not going to be useful, but the AoE is relatively quite wide. It's about in this area range, which can affect like 3 to 4 units in a way. I do like it a lot. Now moving on into the ultimate skill, which I think is this ship's selling point. Look at this, alright? Observe carefully. You push the enemy back, right? So look at this guy is pushed back, and look at how slow they will march forward. It's insane. They are moving like turtle. Alright, so what the ship does, like I mentioned earlier, like in this case, your movement speed is also reduced by 80%. When you fight this ship, it makes something like Awaken Yumina or Nael way stronger suddenly. Because if you move normally, or Awaken Hilde, right? Suddenly characters that can dash to your ship, suddenly their value just increase. Because if your character don't have dash skill, you're gonna move like a tortoise, it will take 10 years to reach the ship. And by then you would probably die already, right? So it's something to keep in mind. I've been checking the list of ships, right? I've been looking through. If you guys are not familiar, this ship is an auxiliary ship. And guess what? How many auxiliary ships that are good in the game? So there's not many actually. This is Cruiser, Armored, Assault, Stella. Okay, so we have Stella. Stella is probably the second best auxiliary ship. This is Assault, Run Grease too. Stella, Run Grease sucks by the way. I wouldn't advise building. Abraham, which you don't really need. Enterprise Carrier, which like between Enterprise Carrier type and this ship, I feel like this ship is just better. I'm just gonna say the stack. Ahab is going to be the best auxiliary ship anyone has access to in the game. And guess what? Most of you guys are going to have plenty of auxiliary type materials. Look at this. I have 200 of this. Superconductor. This is for auxiliary ships specifically. Compared to this one, which I only have 100 of. Compared to this one, which I also only have 100 of. I do see a lot of potential in this ship. It might be able to compete. I'm not sure if it will be able to compete with Blue Bridge Mark II in terms of usefulness, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll do rigorous testing when this comes out. Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.